I had just transmigrated into a divine being, yet Yuzi had to immediately clock in for work. Little one, are wishes granted here? They must be granted. If you don't believe me, try it. Wish for a wife who is fragrant and soft. Clearing dust brings fragrance soon. Life has been accounted for. A fragrant and soft wife, you said. Walk this way, my patron, look back. It's your mother Yahachi's body pillow. You tricked me. Patron, you didn't specify it had to be human. Just say if it's your wife or not. If you give me a doll, I'll accept it. How about a body pillow? Damn liar, return my hard-earned money. What do you mean the baby is little? Speak louder. Baby can't understand. Next victim, please come forth. Peppy is the next one to make a wish. In this world where deities fill the sky, as long as the people offer enough incense, they can receive rewards through making wishes. As a lesser deity, I can't compete with the major deities blessed with abundant incense. But who says I don't have a cheat? With my awakened cheat system, I'm simply an omnipotent wish granter. It's the quality, though. Sometimes I can't even guarantee it. But who says I'm using what? Baby can't understand. To give random replies. Isn't that reasonable? My last client was an internet celebrity live streamer. Because he had just live streamed the scene of me granting his wish. The popularity of his livestream room is now skyrocketing rapidly. In front of so many viewers. I didn't originally plan to indulge in the burning incense offerings, but I never expected that his father would actually burn 3 incense sticks all at once. Baby is hungry. Since baby was born, he has never eaten so well. Come on, come on. This time I will take at most only half. I suddenly felt like I was a great deity. Not only taking money to get things done, but also having principles. Great divine being. This is my biggest dream in life. Could you tell me a fishing spot nearby that no one else knows about? Remote enough. Just nearby, but with super abundant fish. Ha, talk about a devoted angler, burning 3 incense sticks persistently, only wishing for a little rain. Just this kind of wish, even the mighty emperor would be stunned for 3 seconds. And call him the founding master. At this time in Zhao Hao's livestream room, the comments were going crazy. Even he himself didn't expect that his father would make such a wish. The faint smoke was seen swirling in midair. Under the gaze of tens of thousands of viewers online, it instantly merged into my body. My belly visibly swelled up. Detected that you have accepted the offering of 3 incense sticks, worth 3,000 divine favor points. Please fulfill the wish of the offerer. Option 1, at a remote riverside location. Very suitable for fishing, a night's hard work angling. Will yield at least 5 big fish. But you will receive a fright. Cost 300 divine favor points. Option 2, at a private fishing pond. With extremely good luck and abundant resources, you can use the legendary blast fishing method. Catch a massive haul in one go. Instantly net a legendary behemoth. Cost 500 divine favor points and get blacklisted by the owner. Option 3, at a certain pond. Receive guidance from a mysterious angling master passing by. Learn the ultimate celestial limitless angling secret technique and obtain the top-tier demon-slaying fishing rod equipment. Cost 1,000 divine favor points. Option 4, achieve enlightenment at home. Awaken the legendary lightning form. Embark on the path of immortal cultivation. Vanquish all, unmatched under heaven. Each cast will put ordinary anglers to shame. Cost 3,000 divine favor points, plus 15 days of free food. I pondered for a moment, my gaze swiftly scanning the four options, then unhesitatingly chose the first one. Catching fish slowly, as long as I catch fish, is fine. What blast fishing magic methods? What celestial limitless angling technique? What unmatched under heaven? Those are all heretical, deviant paths. A proper angler would rather get skunked than be envious of others catching 100-pound monster fish. He absolutely didn't want to master those strange and peculiar techniques either. Right? It's not true at all. Baby misses him. Baby can't hear if you don't babble nonsense. What's wrong with understanding human speech? So, I enjoyed the remaining 2,700 incense points with great delight. The originally dim and lackluster divine body, in front of the crowd, flickered with a purple radiance. This was also the promised aftermath of the wish soon to be fulfilled. At this moment, Zhao Hao's live broadcast room was instantly filled with question marks. Oh my god, what did I just see? Did the wish really come true? How could that be possible? I study divine beings. It takes the 6 divinities 50 years to mature. How could this lesser divinity understand human speech? Streamer, let me send you a wealthy gift. How about sharing the fishing spot coordinates with me later? The wish has already been fulfilled according to the incantation. About how long will it take to be realized? Based on past experience, it will definitely be resolved within a day. It's just that the method is unknown. Many netizens were very curious. How would this fishing spot let the old man know about it? They only heard the old man's phone ring suddenly. Hello, who is it? What, you discovered a remote fishing spot that hardly anyone goes to? The old man's face was full of bewilderment. A bit unsure. He looked back at me on the divine altar. So fast? It must be scripted. How could it be so fast? Amid the doubts from many netizens, Zhao Hao and the old man decided to do an all-night live broadcast to thoroughly put the swindlers in their place. Next, the netizens watched as the old man and his fishing buddy came to a remote river channel. Then those big rain splashes, one after another. The smiles on their faces were like someone dying of thirst. Their mouths cracked all the way to the back of their heads. They had to admit, it seemed this lesser divinity did possess some ability. But very soon, an eagle-eyed netizen saw a chilling scene. From the dark river surface, Streamer, look back, there's a ghost in the river. Veteran anglers fear only 3 things the most. First is the Air Force. Second is the Air Force. And lastly, also the Air Force. Besides that, there really aren't many things that can scare them in the vast night. Don't be afraid, Chad is just trolling. The bored Zhao Hao standing by hadn't noticed any abnormalities. He watched as the sudden barrage of comments flooded in, completely at a loss. Streamer, look. Aren't there eyes in the river staring at you? Zhao Hao's face instantly changed. He was naturally very timid. Moreover, this world had divine beings, so there were naturally legends of ghosts and spirits. In Zhao Hao's mind, all kinds of terrifying images emerged unbidden, coupled with the cold wind blowing across the water during night fishing. He trembled all over in fright. Wait, don't scare us like that, they exclaimed. He quickly lowered his head and rummaged through his phone. From it, he took out a photograph, holding it above his head. It was, unexpectedly, his own silly-looking self. A monster, a fiend. Quick, flee from the monster, the fiend. This thing is already playing tricks at the first opportunity. This comical behavior was simply the legendary Inborn live-streaming divine body. The show's effect was maximized, but the netizens were not paying attention to Zhao Hao's antics at this moment. For their attention was all focused on the pitch-black river surface. Streamer, quick, go take a look. Nature's gift. A wild wife over there. She even comes with a dowry. Why don't you take the initiative? She's giving you a whole river. Zhang Hao swallowed his saliva and poked the still excited wolf on his head with his hand. The other party only grew more and more delighted. He was simply brimming with energy. Old man, is there something dirty in there? You son of a turtle, were you born in a chili pepper? The old man turned his head, somewhat displeased, and said in a voice as tiny as a mosquito's, his words buzzing and unclear. Can't you speak louder? What did you just say was in the river? Staring at the dense, long hair floating on the river surface, Zhao Hao had already become completely rigid. His teeth were chattering. Old man, there's a ghost. Zhao Hao was terribly afraid. He craved the warm embrace of a strapping 1.8-meter tall man. But the reality was the old man's utterly speechless expression and his rolling eyes. You're embarrassing me, your father, as a member of the Divine Messenger family. You're actually afraid of ghosts? The old man was about to kick this embarrassing fellow into the river with one foot, then turn back and continue leveling up his ult. He gritted his teeth and said, haven't you ever heard your grandfather say that there are no ghosts in this world at all? As a family that has worshipped deities for decades, this lineage has the ability to communicate with the gods. Otherwise, they wouldn't have invited me here. The old man had heard his grandfather say before. The reason the gods are gods is because they possess godly abilities. They are born gods, not wandering spirits or boogies. There may have been ghosts in ancient times, but those things were long ago exterminated by the myriad deities as evil forces. Understand? So the old man isn't afraid at all. He deliberately prodded it with a fishing rod, took a careful look, and calmly said, "Ah, it's just a corpse. No big deal. Look at how you're reacting." The netizen beside him gaping, about to go crazy. What corpse? This is a corpse. Old man, how can you react this way? Don't you have any respect for the dead? This time, it was the Danmu reminders that alerted him. Zhao Hao trembled as he took his father's phone, deciding to directly call Uncle Hat. His father didn't try to stop him, but his face was filled with regret. What a pity, he said. Such a good fishing spot. When they come soon, we can't come here anymore. When something like this happens, they'll definitely need to take statements and seal off the scene. This fishing spot will be off limits for at least a few days. And I paid 3,000 taels of gold for it. Bought it from the deity. No, I need to set up more spots. A fisherman's main principle is not to waste money, said the father. It's said, dying at the fishing hole is a fisherman's limit. What level would directly serving at the hole be? At this point, the online viewers seemed to have activated their watching drama mode, with comments flowing in non-stop. In the middle of the night, everyone was so energetic. Brothers, this is truly terrifying when you think about it. Have you all noticed? The deity this father and son summoned seems a bit sinister. The first wish was for a wife, but they got a body pillow instead, nearly causing the father and son to lose faith. The second wish was for a fishing spot, but they ran into a corpse serving at it. If it were someone faint-hearted, they might have died of fright on the spot. Who would dare worship such a deity? Seeing the analysis in the comments, the other viewers were instantly shocked. feeling that what was said made complete sense. Some viewers even started to speculate. Could this Yao deity be the legendary Mai Shen of the first rank? But not everyone accepted this hypothesis. Some directly refuted. Let me ask you, streamer. Did this deity help the father and son fulfill their wishes or not? A paper wife is still a wife. And they did catch a big fish at the fishing spot. The wicked Mai Shen never fulfills wishes. There were just some incidents, that's all. But don't forget, it's just a minor deity. They only burned a couple incense sticks for it. Yet it was able to help them achieve their desires. That's already quite kind, isn't it? As for those supreme grand deities, can you imagine how many worshippers beg them for things daily? Is it possible for all wishes to be granted? Of course not. It depends on causality, luck, and merit. In the unseen realms, certain conditions must be met and a price paid before a deity will fulfill your wish. These two just got insanely lucky. The minor deity this father and son summoned will definitely become a great supreme deity in the future, and right now it's still in its infancy. Moreover, he is still young now. Still in his infancy. It's the time when he needs offerings and prayers. There's a saying, 30 years on the east bank of the river, 30 years on the west bank. I think the wise should understand. For those who don't, let me spell it out. The tides of war and chaos. Not long after, Uncle Cop arrived on the scene. During the investigation, the account also temporarily closed the live stream room. At this time, in a dilapidated small black room, a netizen fell into despair. Damn it. I deliberately chose such a remote place. Yet I was discovered in just a few hours. You're insane. They went live streaming fishing. He looked utterly hopeless. He raised a middle finger at the live stream room. I'll fish you, you immortal plank. Facts proved. In a remote place, not only fishermen like to go, but murderers lurk as well. He originally thought he had chosen a good spot to delay for a while, until the body was discovered long after he had fled. But he never expected that although the remote place was deserted, it couldn't stop the fishing streamer. More terrifyingly, this fishing streamer was live streaming. I'm exposed. After a barrage of profanity, the murderer felt his legs go weak. Fear gripped his heart. Before he could think of a way to escape, he heard the door slam open with a bang. Someone had kicked it in. Anyone home? Checking the water meter, the murderer was instantly speechless. Can't you guys change your lines? Do you really think I'm that stupid? Without a second thought, he went straight for the window and deftly tried to escape. But unexpectedly, after the murderer jumped out, before he could get up, he was swept off his feet by a leg sweep. Uncle Cop then promptly cuffed him. The two young officers who took action were visibly excited. Master, you were right on the money. This guy is astonishingly dumb. He really did try to escape through the window. Their master snorted. Murderers' hearts are warped. He fits the profile. Then addressing them, you should know who your master is. The Tiger of Hankang. What kind of murderer haven't I seen before? This little rascal, how effortless. The two apprentices immediately beamed, relishing the chance to make their mark. After securely detaining the suspect, let's head back, no need to dally. They felt indebted to the caller who made this promotion possible. Subsequently, with the police's willingness to publicize, Xiao Hao and his father became an overnight sensation. Within just one night, they swept all the hot search trends across platforms. Their fan base skyrocketed, exponentially increasing. The father and son duo basked in admiring fans' praises. Faces beaming ear to ear, grins stretching wide. Until a veteran officer meaningfully cautioned, whether it's a blessing or curse, hard to say. Until an old police officer meaningfully reminded him. Whether it was a blessing or a curse was still unclear. Making a wish to a divine spirit is not a good thing. Old Jing Yuan had been solving cases for decades. He had seen too many poor people turn arrogant as soon as they got rich. Of course, he also noticed that Zhao Hao and his father seemed steady. So what he really wanted to warn about was something else. A sixth spirit deity, one that could understand the wishes of the supplicant. A right hand that could make wishes at any time. You should know the consequences. I just hope the next time we meet, it won't be in a prison cell. In this world, the ancient role of spirit masters has been to restrain and guide the deities. After all, deities are born supernatural. How could they possibly understand human rules? But when there appears a deity that cannot be communicated with, yet can make wishes at will, for any spirit master, that would simply be a tremendous disaster. How can I describe this feeling? It's like being a relative of a mentally ill person. They have to watch the patient closely every day. Because with one mistake, the other party could cause immense havoc. Although there's no written rule that spirit masters are responsible for the mistakes of the six deities. But if something happens, one's conscience cannot escape judgment. Therefore, after leaving the police station, Zhao Hao couldn't help but open his mouth. Why don't we send that sixth spirit deity back to the temple? But who knew his father would immediately roll disdainfully his eyes. Hey, if we go by your idea, with your small and stupid courage, I think we should discuss with your mother about giving up on you as the heir and start over with a new child. Zhao Hao was immediately struck speechless by the insult. After the father and son returned home, relatives and neighbors came in droves to congratulate them. Those seeking blessings by burning incense kept coming endlessly. Although as a deity's family, they controlled the temple that housed the sixth spirit deity, it was unrealistic to keep turning people away. Therefore, the father came up with an idea. Raise the threshold for burning incense. First inquire about the visitor's wishes. Only allow suitable ones to make their prayers. Just as the father and son were discussing the details, a middle-aged man rushed over, shouting urgently, "Where's the sixth spirit deity? Where's the sixth spirit deity? I want to worship." Zhao Hao instinctively felt uneasy. Sensing this man would make an outrageous wish, he hurriedly said, "Sir, good sir, to make a wish here, it has to go through a review process. The wish must be harmless and lawful to be approved. We need to have our wishes reviewed and approved here," said the monk. "Wishes must be environmentally friendly and healthy to be granted," he added with a smile. "My wish is simple," replied the middle-aged man. He then reached up and patted his head. Zhao Hao thought the man was lamenting his bald spot, but the words that followed left Zhao Hao utterly deflated. "I'm incredibly wealthy," said the man. "It's like the money has the ability to breathe. I can never spend it all, so I want to make a wish to get rid of that damned money entirely. Don't give me those $1,000 in cent sticks. Do you have any that cost $100,000 each?" Father and son were rendered speechless. A murderous urge suddenly welled up inside them. "What the hell do you mean your money keeps growing? That you can never spend it all?" The younger Zhao Hao thought the man was just trying to pick a fight. He was about to snap back when his father swiftly intervened. Just as Zhao was opening his mouth, his father nimbly pulled him aside. Zhao Hao laughed awkwardly. "You think too highly of us, sir. We're just minor monks here. We can't accommodate the great and powerful, so we don't have the finest incense prepared. As for $100,000 incense sticks, we do have some, but only the great deities are offered those. Only they can enjoy such extravagant offerings. In exchange for granting tremendous blessings, we are but minor guardian spirits here. We must set expectations properly in advance. Lighting the incense may not necessarily work. The father was being deferential, but the middle-aged man just waved his hand. His expression was utterly calm. Use whatever incense you have, it makes no difference to me. The man shrugged. His demeanor was exceedingly casual. I'll take whatever quality of incense you have. I came here today with just 2 words in mind, that